Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Grimlight. So what I decided to do in today's video is talk a little bit more about the best characters in the game. So I did make a video like 2 to 3 days ago talking about the top 5 characters, but that was during like 2 days of release, so obviously my opinions might not be correct at that time. But since I've had more time to actually play the game, taking a look at several other characters, what I decided to do in today's video is talk about several 4-star characters that are actually good to build as well. So I will also talk about 5-star characters in this video, but it's mainly going to focus on 4-star characters to go ahead and build. Now right now stamina is still an issue. I know they did go ahead and give us a way to actually buy stamina a lot cheaper, but in my opinion it's still not enough, I feel. But I did go ahead and start buying some stamina from there. I did have to buy a pack that gave me 1000 of the keys. Now with that I was able to actually power up my character significantly, so now I'm actually decently strong, not the strongest, but PvP now is well relatively easy for my rank right now. I was actually losing a couple of matches. I'm not really too sure why, because my teams were actually pretty good. But right now with the little what's it called, power ups I did for my characters, they're all very strong. Anyways, before I go right into that guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Grimlight. If you guys don't want to miss out on future Grimlight video, make sure you are subscribed, make sure your post notification is on, and yeah, let's get right into it. So if you go over to my collections, you will see a couple of 4-star characters that I actually went ahead and built. Now I am currently using three 4-star characters at the moment. One of them is Red Queen, other one is White Rabbit, and the other one is Vita. Now there's also one more 4-star character I should use, which is Safi, because she provides your allies with 80% cooldown reduction. That she is also very good to build. But right now the only ones I could really focus on and build was those 3. And for those people who didn't buy any stamina packs, you probably won't be able to build that many units at the moment, but this is what I've actually decided to do. Now let's talk about Red Knight, which actually, if you power up her, eventually she will actually become absolutely broken in PvP, especially because of her skill where she's able to remove all targets buff, and also is able to deal quite a bit of AoE damage as well. So a very solid unit over here. Now to find out if a character is good, there's several things you want to do. Some characters, the traits makes them very good. Some character is the skill. Now for example, this unit over here, Cinderella, the thing about her that makes her absolutely amazing is her traits, not actually her abilities. Her abilities is actually quite good as well, but her traits is the main focus, which she is going to be giving you guys +5 energy, so blah. It makes her very good. Now if you go ahead and take a look at this Red Knight, the thing that makes her absolutely good is the ability she has. This one, sorry, as well as this one over here. Now she has kind of similar skill with the Dracula. So if we go over to Dracula is able to give -20% physical resistance. Red Knight is basically a B-Tech version of Dracula without the life steal, so she's actually quite good. Now one of the abilities that is also very good is the fact that, like I talked about previously, is the fact that she can remove all targets buff, so she will be able to strip off shield. And I'm pretty sure most people already know that Dorothy is one of the best healers slash support units in the game, because she provides you with shield and healing. So if you're able to remove the buff that Dorothy provides, it is going to be absolutely insane. Now there is other units as well. Now I'm not really sure if the buff removal or the buff removals that she does actually affects this thing over here, the traits. So like some units have all fire allies on the battlefield gets a +5 attack applied to the start of the battle. Now I'm not really too sure if Red Knight can actually remove that as well, but we have to wait and test her out in the future. But if she can, she is going to be absolutely busted. So a very top tier 4-star character. Right now I haven't pushed her too much, but she is going to be a 4-star character I focus a lot more in the future. So another 4-star character is this unit, White Rabbit. Now one of the best banners to actually summon on right now is the banner with Alice and Red Rabbit. Obviously you guys want to get Alice. Now I've actually pulled Alice several times. I have like a lot of copies of her now, a lot of dupes. I've already used it on my units, but White Rabbit is also a very good unit in this game as well. Now there's only one issue I have with her, which is I can't seem to position her correctly with my team right now. I put her like at the back obviously, but she still finds a way to get in front of enemies and basically self-sabotage herself and die. I think it's because she's able to teleport to the weakest ally and grants them a haste. And for me, she seems to teleport right in front. Maybe I need to make sure my weakness ally is not in front and maybe at the back, so that she doesn't get herself in trouble. But what makes her absolutely good is her abilities. So like I said, some units are good because of the traits, but this unit is good because of her ability. Now if you go over to this one over here, this one is going to be very useful. So skill haste or haste basically gives you a plus 25% attack speed, so going to be very good for your damage dealers. But I think the main thing that makes her absolutely amazing is this one over here, the active skill. So White Rabbit speeds up time, granting all allies 27% energy and reduces ability cooldown over 5 seconds. Now there's only one thing I'm confused about with her skill is the cooldown reduction for herself or for allies. But based on what I can read, it looks like it's only for herself, but it's still going to be very good, because if you're going to be able to reduce the cooldown of this, if you're able to use the skill over and over again, eventually the cooldown should be shortening every single time, and eventually you will be able to pop this skill over and over again. And this skill is absolutely amazing because of that energy. If she grants allies 27% energy, it means that they will be able to do their own active skill a lot more often, and the fact that she reduces the cooldown every single time is absolutely insane. Now he has a low HP, so she's level 13. This is the current HP I have. I don't think I gave her the best. Well, actually no, this is a decent gear for the ones I have available. Let's try and compare it with another unit. So okay, no, well, both of them are technically weaker in terms of stats, but she's a guardian unit, so they have higher HP stats. But support class units in the game, you definitely want to make sure you position them right, or they're just going to get damaged a lot often. But once you can keep her alive, she is going to be a great ally to your team. So very top tier 4-star character. I did a couple of summons. As you can see, this is the amount of dupes I have for her. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot. I still have more dupes to put on her. All I need is some gold, but since she's a 4-star character, you should have enough dupes, so you eventually get a lot of dupes for her as well. With Red Knights, let's take a look at my dupes. I only have 3 dupes in already, so not that good. But another 4-star unit that is absolutely good is Vita over here. Now Vita is one of my main healers at the moment. Now like I said, Dorothy is also a good healer, but to make sure my team survives a little bit more, I use Vita and Dorothy at the same time. So yeah, this is what she provides you. I think her active skill is absolutely insane, 400% attack. If I wanted to make her stronger, I need to increase this a little bit more. Also increase this. So I'm actually trying to farm this one over here, this stage. Right now we do have the Affinity of Nature dungeon, so I can actually go ahead and farm this to increase her healing capabilities, but she's very good. Now there are a couple of other 4-star characters that are worth building is White Knights. Now I actually think, no, okay, in terms of tanking, let me see the stats. This is only level 1. Oh, I wish I could take a look at the level 70 stats, but in terms of tanking, this White Knight is definitely a better guardian unit compared to Red Knights. Now I think even though she is a guardian unit, she technically isn't, because she's not as tanky. But with White Knight, she has ability that makes her very tanky. She also has traits that provides your other guardian units with 10% physical resistance. But yeah, she is going to be an absolute tanky unit with this skill over here. Well, no, with this one over here. If she's able to decrease the enemy's attack by 25% and the enemy is attacking her, it means she is going to be taking less damage and she will be able to survive a lot more. So she is definitely going to be a great character to go ahead and build. So another 4-star character that's quite good to build as well. I think Ordeal might be a great character in the future. I want to say you should prioritize getting her right now, but or prioritize building her right now. But she is a free cost unit, and she actually has quite a decent skill over here, active skill, as well as this one over here, where she's able to provide 2 units, well, provide the weakest ally with HP heals. But the thing that makes her absolutely good is this active skill over here. So cast a spell in a large area, so a huge AoE that silences all enemies. Now I'm pretty sure silence works in the same way in other games, which is they won't be able to do any of the skills and they basically sit in darks, and it will mean that you will be able to attack them a lot, or attack your enemies a lot easier, and hopefully kill them a lot easier. And in addition to that, she's also going to be able to decrease the attack speed by 50%. So this is a great debuff skill, and if you build her up, she's a free cost character. You might eventually want to use her. She's going to be a good unit as well. Now there's one more 4-star character I want to talk about, which is her. So let's take a look at what she can do. Now she's also a healer type unit. Every 3 hits heals 150% attack to 3 nearby allies. Now because I'm already building Vita, I decided not to build her. But she actually might be a lot better to use than Vita because of her healing with this passive skill over here. So this one only heals 50%. But if you go over to Rapunzel, she basically heals 150%, but it also is going to be important that her attack is higher than her. But I think she's going to be a great healer. So heal all allies with 800% of Rapunzel's attack and cleanses all debuff. So I actually do think she might be a lot better to use than Vita. My Vita right now is only at level 30, so I will try and replace Vita. She is going to be great. Like I said, this skill over here is very good. But I think this cleanse debuff is going to be absolutely insane for PvP as well. And I need to test her out as well. I want to see how much her attack stat is going to be compared to Rita. Rita heals all allies by 6% of repulse attack every 3 seconds. All of her ability and traits sounds absolutely amazing. The only reason why I don't want to build her right now is because she is a full cost unit, whereas Rita is only a free cost, so it's a lot easier to put Rita in my team. But I might actually start building this unit up because this cleanse and the amount of heal she will be providing is going to be absolutely insane. So is that all the 4-star characters I want to talk about? Oh yeah, Safi over here, what makes her good is this one over here, where she's going to be able to grant all allies 88% cooldown reduction. This is going to be good if you pair this up with units that can increase the active skill. But another good thing about her is you can use her with the Winter Queen as well, because this kind of works well with the skill that the Winter Queen has as well. So those are 2 units you can use together. Obviously you want to make sure you build either a physical team or a magic team. Right now I am kind of mixing and matching, but most of the units I actually use are physical units. But those are the 4-star characters I would recommend you guys to build. Obviously they will require more testing to see if that is correct, but in the future I will make an update to this video as well to include other 4-star characters that I might have missed as well. So hopefully you guys like this video. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony.